The chances of coming across a good Wear OS smartwatch is rare these days, especially when Google isn't really pushing its smartwatch operating system, and the amount of choices that we get in the market, it really isn't easy to recommend a good one that is made for everyone. Until I came across the 2020 version of the Ticwatch Pro 3. The company Mobvoi has been consistently coming out a couple of Wear OS smartwatches under the Ticwatch branding, and this is probably the best Wear OS smartwatch that you can get right now without breaking the bank. So here's a few things that I would like to talk about in today's video. The Ticwatch Pro 3 is a great looking smartwatch, and it has an amazing build quality with an IP68 certified stainless steel body without a glossy finish. Unlike some other stainless steel watches, it isn't heavy to put on, and the included strap is very comfortable even after wearing it for the whole day and having sweat on your wrist after a workout. The strap is also easily swappable and supports 22mm watch straps. The watch has two physical buttons and a microphone on the right. A mono loudspeaker resides on the left, while underneath you get a heart rate sensor that also monitors blood oxygen and a 4-pin magnetic connector for charging. Unlike the Galaxy Watch, the Ticwatch Pro's bezels can be rotated to scroll through different screens and make selections. Although you can turn on wrist gestures to do so, it can still be quite inconvenient if your fingers are wet and need to use the watch, although the touch response is pretty decent. Speaking of the display, the Ticwatch Pro 3 employs a 1.4-inch AMOLED display with a 454 by 454 pixel resolution. It has good outdoor visibility and shows vivid colors. What makes it special is a secondary monochrome TM panel that stays on all the time if you aren't looking at the watch, which is very useful and causes less distraction when you are in a meeting. This is the first Wear OS smartwatch to use Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon Wear 4100 SoC, and it is paired with 1GB of RAM, which is why you wouldn't find any signs of lag across the entire user experience. Mobvoi has included a handful of cool watch faces that I really haven't got bored of exploring over the review period. Although you don't really get to customize a lot, they are already more than sufficient, and you can easily get more from the Google Play Store. The overall functionality of Wear OS is surprisingly decent. I like the Tiles feature where I get to see some useful information such as my calendar and fitness goals. Swiping to the right gets me access to Google Assistant, and pressing on the top button gets me to my list of apps. Apart from Google Fit, the Ticwatch Pro 3 has its own suite of fitness apps to track your workouts. Although this requires you to have a Mobvoi account and app to set it all up, you can sync your fitness data to Google Fit, Runkeeper, and Strava. They all work pretty well as you would expect from a fitness wearable. One thing I wish that could be done better is the catalog of apps on the Wear OS Play Store. Though you do see some familiar apps, most of them are sadly not standalone versions and simply made just to interface with the main app on your phone. For instance, the Spotify app doesn't allow me to save playlists to the watch so that I can play them on my Bluetooth earbuds without my phone. The Facebook Messenger app is merely an interface to receive and reply to notifications, and I can't browse through my chats. With the more efficient SoC, Mobvoi claims that the Ticwatch Pro 3 can now endure up to 3 days of battery life on a single charge. I was able to testify that without fail in my 1-month usage without turning on always on display. But the most impressive part is the Essential mode, where it significantly extends the battery life up to 45 days by only using the secondary LCD, turning off smartwatch features but still tracking your steps and heart rate, which is super useful if I had a long day and want the battery preserved. Charging the Ticwatch Pro 3 takes around an hour or so, and I really love that the cable snaps into the magnetic connector effortlessly. The Ticwatch Pro 3 officially retails at 1,320 ringgit in Malaysia, and it is a pretty strong contender for what it is capable of, though it lacks features such as fall detection, and no LTE model is being offered here. There's no other Wear OS smartwatch that could offer such a complete hardware package. So there you have it, this is the Ticwatch Pro 3. It is a really unique Wear OS smartwatch with 2 displays, and I really appreciate the use of the Essential mode when I don't want to use it as a smartwatch, as it really saves up battery and I can just use it as a normal watch when I don't need all those smartwatch features. So that's pretty much about my review of the Ticwatch Pro 3. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media. I'm Warren with KLGadgetTV, and I will see you in our next video.